I'm gonna teach you how to do this smoky eyeshadow look. Using Brow Wiz, make a light line at the bottom of your brow to start. In any sparse areas, flick in the direction of the brow growth. Brush through your brows so there's no harsh lines. Using my concealer as a base for my eyeshadow. Set that with loose powder. Using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Metals palette. Using a dense packing brush and starting with the shade Noble. Packing this all over your eyelid up to where you feel the hollow of your eye. With a flat-topped rounded brush going into the shade Element. Doing swiping motions on top of your eyelid, but only on the outer 2/3 of your eye. Rock back and forth beneath your lower lash line. The rounded fluffy brush picking up Sunrose. Windshield wiper motions up by my eyebrow. Doing small circles through my crease to connect everything. Trust the process. Flat top brush dipping into rose quartz. Applying this only on the inner third of my eyelid using a swiping motion. Dark side gel liner to line my top lash line and my bottom waterline. Add lashes. Lash brag mascara on your top and bottom lashes. Using the shade Heavenly on a rounded smudge brush. Doing small wiggles at my inner corner and dragging the excess inwards onto my crease. Final touch, fluffing up my brows with Brow Freeze. Let me know what you think and what tutorial you want to see. I'm going to teach you how to do this holiday eye makeup. Using Holly Jolly Reindeer on a round fluffy brush. Doing windshield wiper motions right in the hollow of my eye. Same shade on a small smudge brush. Rocking back and forth under my bottom lash line. Rounded fluffy brush with Foggy Christmas Eve. Windshield wiper motions higher up by my eyebrow. Forest Fawn with your ring finger. Smudging that onto my eyelid. Rounded fluffy brush going into Elf Made. Windshield wiper motions right in my crease. With a flat top brush going into Elf Made. Wiggling that right in between my bottom lashes. Thin brown liner along the top lash line. Added individual lashes. Give those a curl. Mascara, nude in the waterline, finishing with Love You Deeply in the inner corner. This is the finished look. Let me know what you think and what tutorial you want to see next. Teach you how to fill in your brows to lift your face. You need a fine tip brow pencil the same color as your roots. Brush up your brows with the spoolie end of your brow pencil. Hold your brow pencil to the side of your nose, go straight up and make a small dot. That is where your brow should begin. Now, following the bottom hairs of your brow, start making a very, very light line at the bottom of your brow. Continue with this line through the mid to the end of your brow. At the end, I like to flick out slightly to extend it. Super important this whole time you're not using a lot of pressure on your brush. I am being super light. Looking at the front of my brow, it's pretty sparse up at the front, so I'm going to flick again very, very gently in any of those sparse areas. I am always flicking in the direction of the brow growth. At the front, my hairs grow upwards. As I'm getting to the sides of my brow, you can see they're growing a bit more sideways. I'm not really filling in any areas where there's already a lot of brow growth because I don't want my brows to look too overfilled. Going on an angle through my eye to the side of my nose, I should make a dot right here. And I am going to add on to my arch up to this dot. Brush through your brows to soften everything. Scooping out some Brow Freeze with my spatula. I'm getting that product onto my spoolie. This Super Hold Gel will now help me manipulate my brow hairs to go upwards. I'm focusing especially on my arch because that's what really gives your eyes a lift. And this is the finished brow look. I'm gonna teach you how to do this drugstore eye makeup. Starting with this shade from my NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. With the rounded fluffy brush, I'm starting by doing windshield wiper motions up by my eyebrow. Going into this medium brown. I'm doing windshield wiper motions again, but this time I'm gonna focus it a little bit more low and into my crease right here. Staying below where you built your crease, but on the outer edge of your eye, right where your lashes end. Tap up and down to start packing color. Do little circles to blend everything. Going back into the first shadow you use, just begin to sweep sweep back and forth on top of that outer edge of your eye. With a small smudge brush, go into the first transition shade you use. Rock this back and forth under the eyes. Next, taking the Essence Superfine Eyeliner Pen, slowly drag that liner across your lash line, looking into a mirror with your eye relaxed to make the base line for your liner. Now you can connect the liner along your lash line to your wing and make sure any little gaps are filled in. Next, taking the Ardell lashes in 110. It's a little bit too long for my eye, so I'm gonna cut off 3 notches from the end. Brushing a black lash glue onto the band. Make sure you keep your eye open, put your chin backward, and then you can place your lash at the center of your eye. Take your tweezers and drag the end corner to fit your eye. Take your tweezers to the front of the lash. Make sure that is sitting on your lash line. Applying my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Deep Violet. Don't forget the bottom. Going into this matte light colored shade. Applying this at my inner corner. Also going to drag it up right under where I built my crease. This is the finished look. Let me know what you think and what tutorial you want to see.